Albrook. That was another Air Force base. But like every military installation in Panama, we get also one residence area where the families of the soldiers, they used to be living in this section. Many of the buildings, they are typically, they have the characteristic of barracks that now many of the big buildings, the biggest building actually, they are university or offices of the government of Panama and also the Panama Canal Authority, and some of them a supermarket, as we can see here, and university schools.
Look at the prices.
Technically, they are renting the buildings to school company that they could be paid per rent. That's moving 2 containers in each position. That's why we passed the tunnel and explain this is the lowest section. This is the lowest part of the train because it was mandatory for all of them dredging part of the tunnel to get a space for 2 containers per ride. Because the only way to get this one was or they do that or they do a separate line to moving containers. So we are moving containers back and forth approximately like 100 or 150 containers in each ride to the Caribbean side of Pacific, because for some vessels that they don't want to go through the Panama Canal. Far away at the left we can see part of the skyline that we have in Panama. Panama is the capital of the country. This is the main province. That's why we have a lot of traffic. Of 4.5 million Panamanians that we have in the whole country, approximately 1.2 are living in the city of Panama. So 1.2 million, that means we have almost like a 1.7 car. That's why we have rush hour all the time here in Panama City. Specific at this time because for many years the first province crossing the bridge of the America, we are using this province or town as a dormitory city because everybody's working in the west side, but working on the eastern side, which is downtown, and living on the west side.
Guess who's gonna lose?
we stopped our train on the second station, but the building right here at your right hand side, not the McDonald's,
No.
that one right here was the original passenger station since 1855. That building right here. Obviously we have this right drive-through to get some combo, but all the installation right here was the first passenger station in Panama. The tallest building in Panama, the highest building is the JW Marriott. That from the area that where we're going, I will show you which one it is. It's a curvy building, look like a sailboat. So you will see that building from the area where we're going to stop. Yeah, 86 floor. Yeah, it's the highest building in Panama City. Yeah. This section of Panama used to be more for schools, like the Balboa School Academy, all the installation on the left, where all the Panamanians and the kids of the American working right here, they used to be studying in this section. That's why we can see part of some of the baseball fields, soccer, American football, also they play in this section right here. That, by the way, are not our main sport. The main sport in Panama is only baseball. It is the main sport. That's why the only player with 100% votes for the Major League Hall of Fame, it's from Panama. Mariano Rivera, former pitcher of New York Yankees. Unanimous decision. And we are so famous also for boxing. Roberto Duran. Stone hands. No más, no más. That you saw this morning in your canal transit with the Norwegian pearl. So they put all the pantry to give us the idea how long is every chamber in the old system of the Panama Canal. Dale, dicho.
See the steps? That's how high it is.
Characteristic of the barracks that they be using names. Technically they use many numbers for every building right here. So to cross from Panama to the canal was mandatory to get all the information. I go to the building 719. Mr. Irving will be waiting for me. I will be there cleaning the booth for the solder that we have in this area. The salary was so good working inside of the Panama Canal. At least per choose, they pay you like or per pair like $20 approximately. Cutting the grass, the patio, the backyard right here in the Panama Canal was easy and was a good job also for many of the people working right here. That was the main facility for all of them is or was basically that they learning the language English, also working directly with the solar or inside of any of the bases right here. The building that we're gonna see, it's the Panama Canal Administration building. That's we have all the information of every vessel that's coming through the Panama Canal. Minimum 5 years in advance. They know who's coming. So they know, like in 2020, that the Norwegian pair's coming today, and they know who's coming tomorrow at the same time at almost 4 p.m. also. Yeah, they're working with reservation. So all the companies, they have to book in the Panama Canal in advance, because we have only 40 vessels daily in the canal. So there, everything is registered in this building. Also, what kind of merchants, how many containers, how many passengers we have in every cruise ship. As example, what kind of, like, how many pounds in salt, cereals, beans, for example. Then they will give you one average of the price that you're gonna. So they use only the parking area for events, concerts, in this section right here. The convention center is the big building behind in that area. The gray building is the new convention center with capacity at least 15 to 20,000 people right here. So yes, they connecting 3 islands that during the Second World War they've been protecting with batteries, high and low batteries, all the civilians, workers, and of course the Panama Canal. We have more of approximately like 8 kilometers of landfill, where we have a brand new home port also in Panama. Some of the cruise ship also, they do home port here in our Pacific side. The colorful building that we will see at the right hand side is the Biodiversity Museum, or the Bio Museum, designed by Frank Gehry, one of the most famous architects around the world. The same guy at the Buckingham. The museum is here in Panama because his wife is Panamanian. That's why the museum is here. It's the only Frank Gehry building in Latin America. Many colors because representing one of the famous birds that we have in Panama, macaws. From the airplanes, if you're landing in Panama, you can see this building look like a bird, like one macaw. We have very important information that, as example, recently I know that in US border with Canada, we get camels long time ago. And those camels have been moving down to South America, Bolivia, Chile, Argentina, Peru, llamas. So they've been located right there. So they get part of the evolution from camels in the north side. Now they're being located as llamas in the South America. In 2016, they do the other side of the road at the left because they copied the same idea of 1914, but they use part of the road with the expansion of the Panama Canal. So left hand side we have the beautiful Pacific Ocean. It's all the body of water right here. So which one is to your right hand side? No, because we came from the Caribbean. Follow me, it's landfill. So left side we have the Pacific Ocean, right hand side we have the Panama Canal entrance. So they do the landfill like a breakwater, protecting the water in the Pacific side, specific in this section. That's why we have all the big vessels far away waiting to go through the Panama Canal. Also left we have the beautiful Scattered model city of Miami downtown. There is the curvy building that I mentioned, like the highest building of Panama. The curvy building was a former Trump hotel, now is a JW Marriott, apartment, residence, and also one hotel in the middle. So 40% of the highest, or 45 of the highest building in Latin America, that are just located right there. You can see the Spiral building. The Spiral building is my favorite building in Panama. So we have buildings since 50, 60 until 86th floor. That is that one, the highest building in Panama. When we saw crossing the bridge, the Pacific also is working as a parking lot. Far away we have some bulk cargo, sometimes we have some big cargo containers. It's cool when we have some submarine during the canal transit also. They stop out of the bay. And also we have some sailboat located right here waiting. Or they have to be here waiting to go through the Panama Canal, but together. Remember all the small boats, they do the canal transit together. So here's where the Panama Canal pilots, they finish or they get control of the navigation. Well, basically when the ships are anchored of the bait, they going far away to get the boat. But here's located the Panama Canal pilot station also. Those guys, Flamingo Island, which is this one, the last one here, that was one of the radio station on the Second World War, and also we get part of the, by the way, the area also was Fort Grant. This section right here, part of the Fort Grant, in honor of the former president Ulysses Grant, was part of the basis, part of the building that they're using as the Fort Grant. Stop here at the Amador area. First is because we have a toilet facility right here, because then we have a long drive back to Colon City, where is the home port, and we have a nice view also of the marina right here. We have a sign of the name of Panama.
Esta es la llave del sur. Oh, yes. You mean by a revolve? You reuse
Queste foto lo tu vive che foto non te lo